I understand these things, but there comes a time when humanity comes first for some of us, and I have been on that for a very long time. I've talked about it, and I didn't know that in 2025 two grown women will still go to Nigeria and have themselves kidnapped. Hey everyone, thank you for coming back to the channel. I really appreciate you for clicking on today's video. Please do well to give this video a like. It's been 2 weeks now since I came back from Nigeria, and I decided to take some time to recover from both the enjoyment and the stress, and I'm grateful to be here again. But while I was in Nigeria, something happened, and I do not want us to move on with life just like that, as if nothing happened. So I want to talk about the two women that were kidnapped. I'm talking about the two Ghanaian women that were kidnapped in Nigeria. In case you didn't hear about the story or something, let me play this video here, just a clip of the video, then we will come back and have the conversation.
Has demonstrated its resolve to safeguarding lives and property, dealing a significant blow to organized criminal networks operating across international borders. This followed a report filed by the National Central Bureau, Abuja, on the kidnap of one Anastasia Arthur, aka Baido, a 48-year-old Ghanaian national. The police, through its intelligence response team, has successfully rescued two kidnapped Ghanaian nationals and arrested a kidnapping syndicate operating across international borders. Initial investigations revealed that Ms. Baido's abduction stemmed from a sophisticated Facebook love scam. The IRT operatives who worked with Ghanaian Police Service identified a criminal syndicate with members operating in both Ghana and Nigeria. On the 1st of May, IRT operatives successfully tracked one Peter Okoye, the prime suspect, to Port Harcourt in Rivers State. The victims have since been taken to the hospital for proper treatment, having been held under dehumanizing circumstances.
In case you didn't know about it, I have to bring it back here, and I want us to talk about it because it has happened before. And in case you have forgotten about Afiba and Celine Dudim, let's refresh our memories just a little, then I will come back to continue from here.
Two friends, Celine Ndudim, a Nigerian, and Afiba Tando, hope I pronounced that correctly, a Ghanaian, went missing on April 27, 2024. They left their friend Blessing Adiani's residence in Port Harcourt to see Mr. Andrew Amechi in Aba, Abia State. Now, Celine and Andrew had been chatting on Facebook before their scheduled visit. Both of them had this level of familiarity before the visit. When they got to Aba, Mr. Andrew lodged them at Panyu Hotel and Resort. Afiba sent a distress message to Blessing that they were being kidnapped by Mr. Andrew. It was Blessing who alerted the police authority, who swung into action. Now, CCTV footage from the hotel exposed the suspect as Mr. Andrew Amechi. A little background of the suspect. Who is Mr. Andrew Amechi? Mr. Andrew Amechi is a man in his 50s. He hails from Item, Bende local government area of Abia State. Now, rumor has it that 20 years ago, he threw his father down from a 4-story building and the man died. On finding out that the father was dead, he ran away. Years later, he returned back to the village, a very wealthy man. He came back with so much money. Then some people are of the opinion, some person says that he has been banished or excommunicated from his community. However, we don't know which is true. A stroll to Google shows that he has other names which he bears. One of them is Andrew Uchekwo. Another one is Andrew Ochekwo.
I believe that video is long enough to have refreshed our memories, just in case we already moved on so fast that we cannot remember Afiba and Celine Dudim. Now, back to the other story, the one I played earlier. The two Ghanaian nationals that were kidnapped in Nigeria. Let's talk about them. I should have just be like every other person that has already moved on from the story onto other things. But no, I don't want to be that because I have not talked about it, and I would like people to hear my opinion on this, especially my Ghanaian brothers and sisters in the building. This video is very important. Look, this video might got me a couple of people unfollowing me. More women are going to fall victim if we don't hit the nail on the head. Now, I'm not about to victim shame people for what they went through. Thank God they're alive. And if you ask me my opinion, I would have advised they come online, tell their story. Maybe their story could help other women to avoid falling victim of these evil people. Before, it was Afiba, and a lot of us are still living with that guilt, with the blame. Oh, you Nigerians, Afiba went to Nigeria, never returned. You Nigerians are enjoying life in Ghana, but our sister went to Ghana but didn't return. All sort of words like that, which I totally understand. Anybody would want to react that way. But I think it's important as we continue to blame the bad guy in the building, which is the Nigerians. It is also important to educate our women and make them accountable for themselves. Now, I believe we've been reminded of Afiba and Celine that are still missing up until this minute. Now, back to the first story that I played here earlier. I mean, the story of the two Ghanaian nationals that were kidnapped in Nigeria, and thankfully, they were rescued by the Ghanaian police in collaboration with the Nigerian police. That is real, which is a pleasant surprise to me. I didn't know that this can happen. I didn't know that the police can track, trace, and rescue victims and then arrest the suspects. This is strange. I'm foreign to this as a Nigerian. So now that this has happened, I want to say big congratulations to the Ghanaian police service and the Nigerian police force. I didn't know that just through a viral video, kidnapped victims can be traced, rescued, and suspect arrest along the line. I didn't know that there are technology and human power that can make that possible. But now let's put that aside and talk about the victims and everything that I know that transpired between them, according to what I saw on the internet. Now, it's less than a year since Afiba, a Ghanaian woman, went to Nigeria, and up till now is not back. It's less than a year since then. Two Ghanaians got kidnapped. It almost ended in the same manner with that of Afiba and Celine, if not that these kidnappers are not smart. And this is worrying me sick, because now they're going to devise another means of doing it. We might not get a viral video of kidnappers demanding for ransom while torturing their victims. So what are we going to do? How are we going to rescue our people? So if you ask my opinion, I will say we should do it this way. We have to look out for ourselves as women, and we have to be empathic towards other people. I strongly believe that these women undermine everything they have heard about my country, Nigeria, regarding the security challenge we are facing currently in Nigeria. And even the death of Afiba meant nothing for them. It didn't stop them from living their own lives. It didn't stop them from going for whatever they want to go for. According to that video, which I would rather go with that, because that news station is one of the few news stations in Nigeria that carries verified information to the public. So I'm going to stick to them. I apologize if you're offended, but let me work with that because I believe them. They did their investigation before coming out here to say anything. According to that news station, it was a Facebook love scam gone wrong, turned kidnap. So the same thing that happened between Celine and Andrew Amechi, the same method that Andrew Amechi had used to disappear Afiba and Celine up to now. Another woman is seeing it. You see someone chatting you up, it's probably sending you money, telling you sweet things. A 48 years woman, I'm sorry to say, some Ghanaians will find this offensive, but it's okay. Let's tell each other the truth. At 48, dear Lord, Lord, may I not be out there looking for romance, even at my age. May I not be out there looking for romance on the internet in a country that have heard series of stories from. If you are offended by what I'm going to say, then I don't know how else to say it, but I feel like the women too should be held accountable for their carelessness. Okay, I will not complain. I'm not victim blaming them. If you want to be honest, you know that it's not me victim blaming my fellow woman. But let us tell ourselves the truth. Where is Afiba? If they were empathic towards Afiba and Celine, they would have been careful. Like if they had been empathic towards the passing of Afiba, I don't think these ladies will have the nerves to go to Nigeria just like that because someone you met on the internet invites you to come. Yes, I know how I look in front of some people. I look unintelligent. I mean, why will you just give up easily by accepting that your country is struggling at something? I mean, okay, are you that broke that you must make money by telling the truth by testifying against your country? I understand these things, but there comes a time when humanity comes first for some of us, and I have been on that for a very long time. I've talked about it, and I didn't know that in 2025 two grown women will still go to Nigeria and have themselves kidnapped. I will continue to say this even though a lot of Nigerians will see my videos and try to twist my words and put words in my mouth. I keep saying that Nigeria is not entirely a bad place to be, but who are you going there to see? Who do you trust? I mean, the person you trust might just be the problem. It's not like you're moving on the streets of Lagos or somewhere and people just come from nowhere, ambush and kidnap you. It doesn't work that way. Yes, in rare cases, but it's not something that we are familiar with. It has always been a friend of a friend. And in my country, the police don't really do much investigation. It's okay, they want to thoroughly check your circle, because if they had wanted to do that, I don't think Afiba's friend, the one that invited her to Nigeria, allegedly, please, I don't think she would have still been out there working as a free person if that was the case. Because tell me how, like, yes, I know that Andrew has history of that behavior, but the action of her Afiba's friend, that Blessing, if you ask me, I feel like she needs to be investigated. I mean, make it make sense that a friend of mine, you see me, that's why you see me, I don't keep people anyhow in my life. If they like, they're going to cry from morning till tomorrow that I cut people off. I don't keep people. Yes, that is true. Because if I just noticed something lacking in you that I cannot figure out, I am cutting you off that minute. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. Because the people you keep around you, they are as important as yourself in your life. I mean, for Afiba to have had the courage to send a location to Blessing, for her to have been able to write to her, I think we have been kidnapped. Do you know what that means? I don't think I can pull that. Me, that looks like I have it all figured out when it comes to looking out for myself, I don't think I can pull that. Afiba pulled it. And what did Blessing do? She held on for a while. I'm not bragging. God forbid any of my friends ever go through that. God forbid any of my family members ever have to go through that. God knows I would have done it differently. God knows I would have... You see all the news station that day? You see, I mean, that very day that I got that message, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to run to the streets naked if I'm not wearing anything. I mean, this is a girl that I have invited over. So if anything goes wrong, how am I going to handle it? I'm going to fight to make sure. I'm going to fight with all I can to make sure that she is released, she is freed, she is rescued. But that was not the case. The lady went to the police about a few days later. According to the story, Afiba said Afiba had the courage to tell her, do not call back. And what did she do? She called. She might not really have a direct role involving their disappearance, but I feel like, how did she react? Yes, why? I feel like she's a slow thinker or someone that is slow to act, and I don't keep people like that in my life. If I'm keeping such a person in my life, I will not come visit you. When I notice you're that type, I will not visit you. Our friendship, I'm going to make sure that our friendship stays at a distance where, like, I have nothing to lose. Like, you're not coming close to me. If there are times we need each other's assistance, maybe financially or emotionally, we can come through for each other. But I'm not going to come to you. I'm not going to let you in my life to the extent that I can trust you enough to visit you if you are the slow type. And that is exactly what Blessing exhibited. That is, if she do not have a hand in it. I mean, you invited my child, God forbid, to you. Please don't invite my child, I beg you, or my family members or my friends that mean a thing to me. Don't invite them if you're not going to be able to protect them. No, don't invite them, because the story is not going to be nice at the end of the day. So, these ladies heard about a fever, nothing bothers them, nothing concerns them. They still went to Nigeria because they are looking for love. Because you've seen that you heard that Nigerian men are the best, by Kenyan ladies, South African ladies singing praise of Nigerian men for spoiling them rotten with iPhones. And then you forget your own life. Let us tell our sisters the truth. They're older than me. I'm going to say, let us tell my sisters the truth. So don't be mad at me. I have right to tell them the truth. Like, I understand that if these ladies have gone to Nigeria, come back in one piece, they would have said, oh, you people are in the habit of spoiling your country's name. It's not like that. When you go to Nigeria, all of these things you see on the internet, you might not even notice them. And if you are a careless person who do not have empathy for people, you will just feel like people are making up stories just because it has not gotten to your turn. But things are happening and you need to be careful, especially women. No man promises you love that is worthy to risk your life. Any man that loves you, oh God, how do I tell a grown woman about being careful with men? Is it loneliness or what? If it is that, look for something to do, especially try putting videos here on the internet. It's going to take all your time. It's going to take all your time. If you don't have anything to do and you're bored, trust me, try doing YouTube and you will understand that you don't have time for all those things. So I'm grateful to God that they are back safe and sound, even though they are never going to be sound again for the rest of their lives. I mean, that was too much trauma on one human being. Somebody sent me the video. I couldn't watch it. It was too much for me. I cannot handle it. Like, I was angry. I was mad. In fact, I couldn't watch it. I can imagine, like, what is in the heart of man that will make a man hit a human being with a machete over and over and over and keep saying that I go buy you. You don't want to see that video. I mean, you don't want to see that video. But that is what they did to one of the ladies. And the other one, the other one had a knife, placed on her breast, and the person threatened to cut it off. Please, nothing in life is worth your life. I beg you. Love will come to those who are alive. Nigerians are not entirely bad people. But one thing you have to know is you have to be careful. Because there's tendency for people to want to make money, and it makes them go all out to make that money. And this is where the problem is. My country is the only country that shame you for being yourself, for not having. It's the only country that shame you for living your truth. I don't know how to say it. They'll come threaten me, but that is the reality. So please, I'm happy that these women have learned their lessons and they didn't unalived on the process. But there's another Ghanaian woman right now on her way to Nigeria, or a South African on her way to Nigeria, or Kenyan especially. So please be careful, okay? Just be careful. Nigerians are not bad people. Nigerians are very kind-hearted, as a matter of fact. But I go with that flow, and So please, okay, I'm happy that those ones made it out alive. I'm happy that they are back alive, but we need to tell our women to be careful rather than constantly blaming the Nigerians for everything. Okay, to Ghanaians that are in the habit, oh, Nigerians, what about we sit down and educate our sisters, our Ghanaian ladies? We Nigerian women, we look for love. You get it? But that is why our men don't even like us, because we love like this. One eye closed, one eye open, because we know my brothers, we sabi them. So when they want to do anyhow, we are up to date. You understand? I'm not bragging, but our brothers, they know us. I think at this point, they have known us so much that they have to go international for them to succeed easily. And for the fact that in Nigeria, the most accessible Nigerian female is from a low-income background. So if you kidnap her, who is coming through for her? But in Ghana, no matter how poor you are, if you're sending cedis to Naira, it's going to make sense to the kidnappers. Or you're sending rand to Nigeria. If you're sending Ghana cedis to Nigeria, it's going to make sense to the kidnappers. It's going to be good money. So be careful. Don't be the one that will use to hold body until they figure it out. Anyways, I am done with this video, and a big shout out to the Ghanaian and Nigerian police for collaborating for once. So you guys, you can collaborate. You can collaborate, and you didn't do it. I think they learned the hard way during Afiba. If the police have known when it happens, I wish the police have known when this happened to Afiba. I wish that the Ghanaian police knew, and they knew not to trust the Nigerian police force, and then they quickly run to do something. By now, we would have gotten at least closures. Where is Afiba's body if this girl is no longer alive? And the poor Celine Dudim. So please, we have to be careful. I am done with this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.